every time communism and socialism has been in the play, millions of people starved or
Hmm.
something like that, and they say it never works. Um, and then that's usually like the cutoff point for that is like, oh no,
Capitalism known for its utopia.
right? Yeah, well, exactly.
So
I'm like, we've never been
whenever
to late stage capitalism
whenever
until
somebody cites the number of people killed under communism, just ask them, okay, how many people killed under capitalism? The answer is enormously bigger, right? And so, but also that number that's cited is often like a pretty goose number. Um, like, you know, saying that the problem is most of the examples of socialism you see from history or that people cite as socialism are different stuff, right? There's nuance here. And so they've just been sort of weaponized against it. Like, let me give you the example of the Soviet Union. Okay. The Soviet Union pre communism was a largely agrarian society that was very left behind by the rest of the world. Under the czars, they were floundering. And then communists kind of rolled in, and yeah, the revolution was there's horrors within the revolution, obviously. But it led to the industrialization and modernization of Russia. It led to Russia becoming a world power, the Soviet Union becoming a world power. It brought enormous numbers of people out of poverty. It provided healthcare to enormous numbers of people. Yes, there were harms, but it was also, by many other measures, a tremendous success. The world right now looks at China and says, well, we just can't compete. Yeah, because they're doing a really good job on a lot of things. Is that's obviously China has many flaws as well, but that planned economy is absolutely running rings around most of the world right now, right? And so what you see is people seeing very narrow bands of this stuff, and it's like, well, yeah, communism definitely not workable except in China and except in the way that it turned Russia around in lots of ways. Think about again, it's got its own problems, but think about Cuba. Cuba's been able to hold out as this, sort of incredibly isolated nation for ages, under remarkable duress. Like, I don't know how many nations would have been able to withstand what Cuba's withstood. And so, like, it's people with a very narrow view. And so the answer isn't to deny their view. The answer is to expand their view, right? Because they are right. People died under communism. Absolutely. Let's think a little bit further then, right? And that's how you sort of break those ideas down.
okay, yeah, and yeah, I like the idea of expanding your view. Like, hey, let's think about this. Like, there is like some hard gaps that I can't get through. Like that one, I'm definitely going to try to think about that a bit more and educate myself to become a better teacher, I guess, to my buddies.
My
But
advice: learn
yeah,
about China.
learn about
Understand
China.
China. And that doesn't mean that it's something aspirational. It means it'll give you a window into a different way of relating to government, a different way of organizing a society. And once you're like, oh, there's another place that's run totally different, then you go down the rabbit hole of, well, how are other places run? And it's about expanding your viewpoint. It's about giving
Yeah.
yourself different options and recognizing, like, there can be a government that does a lot of bad things, but has a lot of good internal structures, right?
Hmm.
The people making the decisions can be bad, but the structure and the format can be good, right? There's different ways to look at this sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The structure. I'll definitely go through China because I
Yeah.
won't go through all of it, but I'll look at it.
I mean,
Um,
Hitler was democratically elected, right?
yeah.
Like, there's bad people in no matter what format of government that you see. And there are bad actors who will attempt to corrupt those systems, and that's where public participation comes in.
Right. And then so that's a entry point for me.